Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's main event. We have Mayo Hosko coming at you at 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, no sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Let's get ready to Lego!
Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel.
Mayo Hosko, it's your boy, JP.
Real whole egg. Everybody say real whole egg. Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
Real whole egg.
There we go. Capture that, Mayo. That's for you. That's for you.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Mayo Hosko. Go check them out. Real Whole Egg, a really fun show.
Everyone say real whole egg at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Real whole egg.
Sweet. I'll cap that and then add it to the intro.
That's kind of fucked up though. It's a little off-centered.
Real whole
egg.
Eggs?
Oh, our timing was off, but
Do we go
that's
slowly
okay.
or fast?
I think that was fine. Is that fine, or do you want us to do
Yes,
it
because
slow?
I actually prefer it when people do it all out of sync because that makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
Everyone on the panel say it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are we saying again?
Real whole egg.
Whole egg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Real
Whole egg. Close enough.
Real whole egg.
whole
Oh,
egg.
it's not gonna work because we're gonna be it's gonna be delayed. I don't know how we're gonna do this, Mayo.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, a little bit of no sugar, no filler, a whole lot of real whole egg coming up on these Fridays.
Hello, Miss Zambi here, saying real whole egg. Mayo Hosko channel. Go check it out.
Real whole egg. There we go. I don't know what else you want. Wait, why am I... Are you talking about like what goes well with Mayo? Also, how did you even come up with the name Mayo Hosko? Like, do you just love Mayo? I don't know.
Rolling into the chat, we got to give a shout out. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg. Splat out. That's what I'm talking about. Mayo Hosko. 2 whoop salute, Mayo. Welcome to the jankiness.
For Mayo Hosko, I give you a real whole egg. Wait, where did all these other eggs come from? What in the name of the Emperor is going on?
Everyone make sure to send in your videos of saying real whole egg and I'll add you to the intro. Thank you.
What's the buzz?
Take it home with you.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday!
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to episode 56 of Real Whole Egg. We have a lot to get through today. Just let me put my computer on charge. Before I say anything else, I'll say you remember the obligatory questions, don't you?
Oh, I do. If we've had any new Lego or what we got going on in the week, those kind of questions.
Yeah.
So, I actually did get to go to the Lego store today. I got bricks, I got 2 minifigures, and I also got the shirt. And I figured for a live stream tonight it'd go pretty well. So it's like it's the space version of the OBC shirt. Other than that, that's how it's. Hey, Cliff, what's up? Zizou, Seth, how are y'all? Happy Friday, guys. If you're talking, Mayo, we can't hear you, buddy.
My computer just went flat. Absolutely beautiful timing.
Yeah, the technical difficulty timing.
Yeah, just absolutely perfect. I mean, you couldn't have started much better. I would have wanted to start this stream on a lot better note than that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm pretty. Thank you, Team B. I appreciate that. Team B is awesome. Thanks for the awesome comment on the YouTube video, by the way, too. I appreciate that.
And we're supposed to be live on Twitch at the same time, so that just makes it even more perfect timing.
It's the cosmos trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to start with? A nice haircut, by the way. Look clean.
Yeah, you haven't seen me like that for a while. I got a haircut 2 weekends ago and shaved my beard last night.
Yeah, you look clean. You look young.
Yeah, I know that some other people have joked about shaving themselves in the past. Well, I actually do shave. And it's the start of September, and a lot of things happen in September, don't they?
They tend to. It's the beginning of fall. Football comes back.
Yeah! Who wants some football?
I knew that's what you were looking for. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I mean, and just to be very clear, the Eagles and the Packers are on right now. I have been sleeping. I'm going to be watching the game after the stream. So for the first time in a while, no NFL spoilers, please. This is an NFL spoiler-free zone today.
Oh, you mean you didn't want to know about that new team that just
blah 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 blah
That's funny. Yeah, exactly. Click and Cliff. That's from Waterboy. Football's for the devil.
Yeah, and So for everyone who doesn't like sport, this might be your lucky day today, because just for this one stream and this one stream only, we're going to have a policy of not talking about sport, because I don't want to be spoiled about what's the halftime score or whatever.
Sisu.
Yeah.
Saltfuss is a trip.
I mean, I'm not even opening the chat until I give people the chance to delete any messages about sport.
Well,
So,
nobody's talking sports right now.
Okay, that's cool. So you've got the Futuron monorail train to piece back together.
I do. So got the instructions and everything.
Yeah.
I have got the majority. I'm gonna switch this camera right quick.
And I've got the Space Babies GWP. So Johnny G, if you're out there, this is your day, because you've been wanting me to build this for a while now.
So this is the box. It's got all the random parts in here. I've got some monorail track in here. Got a lot of the dome parts and pieces like that. In fact, I probably should go ahead and turn this light on right quick. Make life a little easier on me. And then this is what I've got together so far. Hope you guys can see it. There we go. So I still got to put more of it together, piece it all back together. But I've got this part built at least right now. And so let's see, we'll get pretty far. I've also forgot, man, I've got the Blacktron GWP as well. So I may build that.
Yeah, when I built the Blacktron GWP, it was fun. Except I was recently watching one of RR Slugger's videos, and he suggested changing the clip connection to the Technic pin connection, which I might try and do when I get my interplanetary space base put back together.
Real quick, Zizu, I think you're looking at the Scooby-Doo. That's the Mystery Mansion. And it is mirrored. It's a mystery mansion that's kind of mirrored. I used 2 of them to create one, so because I had the dollhouse effect. Yeah, that Space Baby set, that's cool. When that was that just released not too long ago, didn't it?
Well, they re-released it they released it for the August 1st releases.
Nice,
which is cool because I pounced at the opportunity to get the Andrea's Mansion friend set, because when Adora Builder gets her stream table clean again, I'm gonna build that, and I'm gonna build the Gabby's dollhouse at the same time. So I don't know what the hell is going on with Streambot. I wish that was better. So what I'm gonna have to do is when I remember to do so, well, I'm just gonna have that open at I can't do that. I can't do that.
That's funny, Haley.
Let me try do something very quickly.
Haley says she feels like my city's got Lord Business vibes.
Yeah.
That was funny. She said, "Oh, look, it's Lord Business."
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, Lord Business did have a pretty legit setup.
Yeah, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to re-rig my on-screen deck. Hello. Okay, so before I say hello to anyone I see, let's just go through the chat to see who we have right now. So we have in the chat Rob Claxton, co-host, Team B, Clicking Cliff, Haley Bricks, Team B, Zisu Sultan Fuss, Seth Bland. Who else do we have down here? And Never Too Old for Lego. So let's get these things for some of the folks, shall we? Where are these goddamn things? Let's get the Paradisa for Zisu. And the bees.
Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. Buzz, 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 retorted Duck.
What's the buzz?
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
And also everyone spam the guitar emoji for Seth. And is there anything you wanted to say off the top before we start getting down and dirty with these sets?
Maybe a little Lego news that I heard about. I kind of wanted to mention to you. Did you hear that they have a new Lego movie coming out with Pharrell?
Yeah. Everyone's been talking about that, and I will be giving my thoughts about that.
Yep. And then they're coming out with a Minecraft movie. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I've also heard about that.
Yep. And then Lego wise, I can't remember. There was something I saw that I kind of want to say something about, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll remember in the middle of the show and I'll bring it up.
Yeah. So I just hope that everyone everyone will enjoy today's stream. I hope that anyone that has any of the Eagles or Packers players in their fantasy football team will enjoy today's game because I will be watching it on replay after this stream. And this is September to Remember on the Mayo Hosko channel. So if you saw my news video, then you know a lot of the news that's surrounding my channel. And yeah, September's going to be a big month on the channel and also for my social medias. Hello, Stud Sidious said, in that set aren't actually space babies, they're micro spacemen. Look at the face prints. I know, but that's what people jokingly call them. So I had to put that in the title. Hey, Matt, check your messages on Facebook Messenger, buddy. I know they aren't actually space fans. I just pander to people who make those jokes, and one of those people is Johnny G himself. He has been on my tail about building this forever, and I finally have a duplicate where I can build this. I was holding off building this until I had a duplicate. Now I have a duplicate, so we can start building this. And September is just going to be fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to September. So can we get a little bit of a drum roll, please? Waiting all day for Friday night. Oh my God, it is finally here. Friday night Legos kicking into hot gear. The stars have arrived. Come on, get up and cheer. Hey Jack, it's a fact the show's back in town. Mayo and Richard in a thrilling showdown. The live chat is rocking, time to crank up the sound. Lego YouTube's best have come to play. Across the world, there's just one thing left to say. I've been waiting all day for Friday night. The tough get rough in a primetime fight. It's more than a toy. It's every fan's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Friday night. Friday night Lego Real Ho Egg stream. Come on along with the best on your screen. The stars are allowed. It's the stream to sing because the Lego YouTube rocks Real Ho Egg stream.
Yeah! Y'all give it up for Maya! That was legit, bro. That's funny. You and Seth Bland got to do a collab now.
And Stud knows exactly what that's a parody of, and I will be editing that parody just like how I edited the parody of Game On It's Sunday Night.
Yes, that was
because I edited Game On It's Sunday Night to Lego It's Friday Night. I posted that as my latest reel on Instagram, so go follow at @real_Mayo Hosko over on Instagram.
Yeah, that was pretty legit. That was pretty legit. I can't even lie.
I'm gonna put together that parody this time next week.
I look forward to it. Hey, I'm gonna go grab a couple pieces of monorail right quick, or the track. I'll be right back.
I know you did, Stud. And I knew that you'd be up in today's chat because it's the start of the NFL season. So I did that exactly for you because I know how much you get annoyed by that marketing.
Haley's funny. She said she thought it was Taylor Swift that does the song now.
No, it's Carrie Underwood. It used to be Faith Hill, and before that, it was Pink. Because back when NBC got the rights to Sunday Night Football in 2006, Pink was an up and coming pop star. Well, what Fox have that NBC doesn't is Cletus the football robot. So let's get building, shall we? Let's put the music on, and we're gonna start doing this, shall we? Okay. So I got my Stanley knife off to my side here. Oh, this actually has the thumb tabs on it, so never mind.
Indeed.
Yeah. Now, RC, did you notice in my Lego It's Friday Night parody that I put myself over Carrie Underwood and yourself over the players?
Yeah. Is that because Carrie Underwood's what everybody really came to see?
Well, I'm the beautiful face, but the players are who they're here to watch.
Yeah. I will say that you have the voice of an angel, Mayo.
Well, the amount of hours I have spent trying to figure out how to get the best voice projection into a microphone is crazy.
Oh, yeah, just overall in general, right?
Yeah. So it looks like there's 2 instructions in this set.
Alright, so...
And it's kind of weird. They don't have what bags you need. Well, they don't have an indicator on any of the 2 about which one you start first. But looks like you start off building the Galaxy Explorer and the Space Command Center micro builds first. So let's open bag 1. Oh, and also a part of that big news that I was talking about is because I'm home alone right now. The wet bandits are gonna break into my house and turn the tap on when they leave. No, because I'm home alone right now, I'm actually going to be doing a live stream tomorrow as well.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out the rest of my StreamYard hours tomorrow because I've got nothing better to do. So I'll be starting at 1 a.m. Australian Eastern on Sunday, which will be. I think that's 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern in North America. So who knows? Maybe I might do an 8-hour stream or something. Maybe until whenever Hoosier Blitz. Yeah.
I have to be at work, but I'm in and out of my phone all day, so I'll just try and at least check in on the chat.
Yeah. Maybe until Hoosier Bricks starts his stream or something like that is when we'll go to. But yeah, we're gonna do that because I want to make more progress on the Lego Ninjago City Gardens.
Nice.
And I'm home alone, and I can make noise at night. So why not?
And nobody gets upset.
Yeah. Yeah, except maybe one of the neighbors if something really fun happens. But who cares about
a party? You gonna throw a party, man?
We'll throw a party on the stream because I'll put the invitation out into the jungle and some other places and people. And if you're home on Saturday, you can come hang out with me while I build Ninjago City Gardens.
Nice. All right. I know I definitely have to work, but like I said, depending on if I get rained out, that's another story. But I don't know. It doesn't usually rain that early.
Yeah, let's bring the camera down so that you can see more of my build. And that's why I get to film on the dining table today.
Nice. Oh, yeah. See, you're spoiled now.
See, when everyone else goes away, Mayo Hosko comes out to play. And I've been making that joke as all of the parents have taken their kids back to have taken their kids. Have dumped their kids back at school. I mean, taken their kids back to school.
Well,
so there is Benny. There's Benny, the micro Benny. I mean, Space Baby. Yeah.
RC leaf cleanup season is almost here. Yeah. I tell you what, it's not so bad for me. I've got a couple different ways to do it, but yeah, leaf season does suck. Here we do it twice a year. It's like in spring and fall. It's kind of a pain.
Long time no see, Contra says.
What's up, buddy?
What are we building? I'm building the Space Babies GWP. What are you building?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm putting this together so that way I can at least show you guys the monorail. I got the majority of the monorail put back together. I'm going to switch the camera up right fast.
Yeah. And Contra's building the GWP delivery van.
Oh,
hey,
very
clever,
nice.
Hey, clever pig.
What's up, Clever?
Everyone, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream, and you can use your exclamation mark jars to buy exclamation mark tickets to enter the exclamation mark giveaway.
See if I can get this like a little closer some way somehow. So that way it's not be like that.
Yeah. And throughout September to remember that Will Hoeg is the best on your screen.
Don't do that. Let's see. I should hold it in place. That shouldn't get on unless I get caught up on the cord.
And Lego YouTube rocks on the Will Hoeg stream.
There we go.
Stud used to paint mansions well.
Cool. You guys remember these Bricktron figs?
Can you spin them? Oh, yeah, the Blacktron. That's Generation 2.
Yeah. Well, I said Bricktron, Blacktron. Yeah, you're right. I always do that. But yeah, you remember these? They came with these little jetpacks.
Yeah, I never had one of the Blacktron sets with that jetpack piece. Because I had the Allied Avenger and the Supernova 4 or whatever it was called. But yeah, I think the only time you got the jetpack was in the Alpha Centauri base or something.
I did get these guys though. I was pretty stoked about getting. I got a couple of these, the new M-Tron ones, and then I got a couple of the new, Bricktron figs. That zombie Bricktron guy, or I keep saying that Blacktron guy. But I thought those were pretty cool.
Yeah, and some of you guys might have known from my Lego store vlog that I finally own all of the vintage space CMFs. So now I don't have to ever go back to the store and scan those things. And I would not be surprised if my store puts a blockade on the QR codes on those boxes now because they saw me scanning them. and holding up the whole line, sitting on the ground, scanning them. Because I saw some people were posting pictures of how their stores put a blockade onto the QR codes.
Oh, so you couldn't scan them?
Yeah, there's been multiple people posting about that.
What kind of cheap crap is that?
It's strategic crap, more like it.
Yeah, that, you see, every time we figure out a way to beat them, they try and figure out a way to make it harder on us to buy a product. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. No offense to people who, you know, may think that Lego marketing are genius, but man, I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. Because majority of people will at least buy one of all 12. And then the other people that want doubles of one, they don't want to just continue to keep buying and getting doubles of what they don't want. Or they continue to buy a bunch of figs and they keep getting doubles and they're not getting the one that they want. You know, because like they just need another, they just need this one. We're missing this one. And so now I've got to buy 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, who knows how many figs.
Well, I completely understand it, and it's easy to take care of.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't like it, but I understand it.
Well, I tell you what.
But I'm not going to get into a whole tissy fit about it, because
yeah, exactly.
Not every store has had the forthright to do so.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really beat them at the game, and I'll get that small little micro camera that you can get. And then when you get that small little micro camera, it doesn't matter what box that they put them in. You slide it in the corners, and then you can see with the little camera what's in there.
Every time I've used the scanner app, it's been accurate.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying if the scanner app if they start getting rid of the QR codes or putting something over them.
They're not going to get rid of the QR codes because it's not actually a QR code, it's a data matrix.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. So that's the micro scale Galaxy Explorer. All done. Now let's build. Actually, no. Now we're building the rocket from the Alpha 1 rocket launch. And I'm gonna try and guess the years of all of the sets that these are based on after we've done building everything from this set. So at the hour mark, we will respond to all of the comments from this week because we got a lot of comments, and so many comments that in one of my videos I had to change the settings to comment pending approval because some people got the wrong idea in the chat. So in the comments.
All right.
And unintentionally made a fool of themselves.
Well, it happens.
By trying to be a white knight.
Well, the real deal is that everybody's wrong sometimes, as long as they're just willing to admit it and say, "Oh, sorry, I was wrong." Then most people don't have a problem with that. It's the people that, when they're wrong, they double down. That pisses people off.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, the Wickers Live. I'm pretty sure the Space Monorail is rumored to come out in November, which is why I'm saving all of my money until November.
Nice. It's not going to be a real monorail, right?
No, it's using the roller coaster track.
Got you.
But I'm going to buy enough Lego to get at least 2 copies of that.
Oh, it's just the GWP?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're going to have to do 2 different transactions.
So I'm waiting on buying the medieval town square and maybe the Captain Rex helmet and maybe the Captain Rex microfighter and some other stuff. Because when it does come out, I'll want multiples of those things. Because we covered that.
Oh,
when
yeah.
it was announced back in March.
I've been looking forward to it. I just didn't know when it was coming out. I remember it. It looks a lot like this monorail.
Hey, Crimson Toaster.
What's up, Crimson?
Yeah, it's a GWP. Of course, it's a GWP. Anything vintage Lego is a GWP because it's because it's AFOL bait.
Lions Night and I'll give them Lions Night and Barracuda Bay, and Eldorado Fortress. I'll give them that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about but they're big. Anything small, you can bet will be a GWP.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what's crazy. Like at Orlando Brick Co., I was there I just buy bricks because I need more bricks. The mountain, I made a lot of progress on the mountain this week, to be honest with you. But so I was there and there was a Lord of the Rings Dragon GWP that came out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It is $180.
Yeah, because it got jacked up.
Yeah, the Forestman set's $60, and that'll probably do nothing but go up.
Well, eventually, 3 years after those have been retired, I think all of them will easily be over 100. And you know what? While we're talking about all this stuff, I think it was funny on a couple of Brickheads yesterday. Sean was saying that on Real Hoeg we have actual talent. They just we have actual build talent. They just talk about stuff.
What's up, Grumpy J?
Hey, Grumpy J. I thought that was
funny. Off there.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. They told on them. They were telling on themselves.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings.
And I'm guessing they think that the build. I'm guessing when they say build talent, they're addressing you because I have had no talent to show for a while now.
Oh, that's not true. You got some pretty cool builds in there. Anything? I mean, you've been going through the moving situation. That's a whole situation.
Exactly, which is why I've just been building sets. But you have not been. You have not had to move. So you've been doing stuff like the Aquazone,
exactly,
HQ, and other stuff for your city. I'm just glad I finally have some resemblance of a city back together again.
Yeah, and then when you have like your own place and you don't have to worry about moving, that's the big deal.
Yeah. And never too old for Lego. Let me know if you're still in chat because I've got some news about never too old for Lego that I don't want to announce until he graces us with his presence in the chat again.
How you feeling, Grumpy J? You said you were recovering.
Yeah. So I have been doing a lot of stuff this week, and it's been kind of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Because I've been dealing with a lot of good things and a lot of bad things at the same time.
That's kind of how life goes.
And so I'll just say that I've kind of gone on philosophical and spiritual journey at the same time.
I think majority of people in life go through that at some point or another.
And so I've got a lot of stuff relating to that I'll talk about in the future, and some video ideas that have sprung to my mind or have resurfaced in my mind as of such.
That's good.
As it says in the title, Crimson, I'm building the Space Babies GWP.
Oh. Triple J finally had some metal removed from my back. Yeah, that's rough, man. The back, I swear, always anytime that my back gives me problems, it's almost like I'm crippled.
Yeah, Cliff was talking about how he finally achieved his weight loss goal.
Nice.
I finally lost the 2 pounds I put on from Brick Road, Chicago.
Oh no, 2 pounds.
But I'm about to put it back on again when I have my NFL watch party.
I was gonna say, are you worried about your girlish figure?
Well, I'm always worried because I'd like to keep my BMI at 25.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I can relate to that, Pig. Well, if anyone in the chat is over 300 pounds, maybe you should try out to be an offensive lineman.
I used to be big at one point, but I lost. I went on a diet and I trimmed way down. I lost a whole lot of weight.
Hi, Scott's blocked.
PPP, brother Scotty. What's up, man?
Yeah, Scott's blocked has graced us he's graced us with his smoke. So you know what that means.
That's one of
PPP.
The weed.
That's one half of 2 Cajuns right there.
And I don't know why people keep on leaving the chat and coming back in again.
I'm not sure, buddy.
Like if you're closing the chat because you're doing other things on your phone, just watch it on Twitch instead. Because by watching on Twitch, you can have the stream playing. You can have the stream playing, and you don't have to close. You don't have to close the YouTube app. No, sorry, you don't have to close the app while you browse other apps on your phone. So
That's cool.
if that is what you're doing right now, then consider watching this via the Twitch feed instead. Come on.
Yeah, you've been getting a lot of rain over there too, Scotty? It's been pouring here.
I'm so glad that the rain is over here.
Yeah.
Coming into the spring. Because the flowers start blooming, the sun will come out tomorrow, and the NFL is back.
Yeah, down here we're still in hurricane season, so we still get some pretty good storms this time of year.
And there is 5 stickers in this set.
5 stickers in a GWP. Interesting.
GWPs try to come with a minimal amount of stickers compared to Speed Champions.
Break Life. Probably not, because I've got to work, so I didn't even know that was going on, to be honest with you. The weekends are probably like my busiest time. It gets hard for me to get out on the weekends.
Crimson's asking what you're building.
Who asked that? Crimson? Oh,
yeah.
This is actually the space monorail, the first one that they came up with. This is Unitron, right? And the other one's Futron.
Reverse that sentence.
Okay, so this is Futron, and the other one's Unitron.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Unitron monorail is my favorite because it comes with the switch track.
Yep. And it allows you to like have kind of like on and off ramps.
Yeah. Yeah. Melbourne has had some of the windiest weather I've ever heard about. We had a really windy night for one of those nights.
Did you?
Yeah. I can deal with the wind because I don't go outside a lot.
Yeah, whenever we have those storms, it gets pretty windy here. I'm not gonna lie. I know Scotty knows what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. He was talking about. I think he was talking to Stud about stay safe.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? We'll read the comments after we build this bag right now. We're almost done with this bag.
All right.
Yeah. So there's a little satellite thing or a probe that they have you put on top of the rocket.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, your chat's been moving along pretty good. It's 5 from 12. Or, it's 12 to 5 and it's free. Huh. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, so if there's anyone in the chat wants to talk about, we'd be happy to talk about it. I'm just building this and concentrating on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same, but I'm trying to keep up with the chat a little bit.
Yeah. When I do my build stream tomorrow, well, that doubles as a jungle hangout. I'm gonna write up stuff to talk about because I need to collect my thoughts. But you got the launch pad and the rocket itself. And now let's put the rocket on the launch pad. And there's the build. There's I'm not sure if these extra pieces are supposed to be here or not. That seems weird. Yes, it is. That's supposed to go here.
Is Breaker's Life, is that Civic Center in Kissimmee? That's what's going on there? It's in Kissimmee?
And then this plate is supposed to go there. There we go. And let's put Benny at the top of the launch tower. And so bag 2 is to build the Space Command Center. But before we do that, let's go and read the comments. Shall we?
Guys, I should really make a reading your comments video. Great job. This is the best thing I've ever seen since yesterday.
Good. What high praise, man. What a great comment.
Too much cliffhanger, not enough story, craves more story, am very sad.
Am very sad, dude.
So he was scarped.
I've been scarped before, it's not fun.
Yeah, so let's get the comments up and read them.
Let's see what you got.
Actually, no, we can't do it from here. Have to do it from here. Let me change this up very quickly so we can read the comments. And there was so much fluff and non-related stuff in the comments that I had to put comment pending approval on, and we are 1 subscriber away from 850.
Oh,
So share my channel with your friends who aren't already subscribed, and we can do a celebration on my next stream. Yeah. Actually, something's not going on here.
What are you building at 800?
I will. We've already started building at 800 the Temple of the Golden Idol.
Oh, okay.
It's just been so long. People might have forgotten that we're building that.
Possible.
Okay. So now let me share the screen of the comments, because we've got a lot to get through. And some were so in depth that I've already responded to them because I didn't want to bore your brains out.
So it really went on.
Yeah. And those were some of the white knights trying to defend one of their friends who they think I have offended because they're snowflakes. Anyway, so I've done two videos this week. One was big changes, big plans, big channel update, and the other one was are you a LEGO hypocrite? But we also got some leftover comments from the latest city update. So let's respond to the city update one first. LEGO Team B said, the great social media reset sounds exciting. Your enthusiasm is palpable. Kudos. That's getting a heart and saying, I have so much enthusiasm. Yeah, so much enthusiasm that I piss off snowflakes. I don't know why that is coming up as red line. There we go. Was that the only one for that? And also already got a comment on the premiere for the next stream. Well, sorry, for the next video, which will be about the vintage LEGO at Brickworld Chicago. Johnny G says hot thumbnail, and I'm going to say I agree. So those were wanted to get those two out of the way because those were the because that was actually there's also two other things. two other things. I did a community poll about trains, and some people have casted their votes. Stud City has commented, trains are only good for one thing, the mobile graffiti art galleries. I miss the days when every New York City train was absolutely covered in art. That's getting a comment inside, and I'm saying that reminds me of that one scene. From Wizards of Waverly Place. And responding to that, Contra said, the BHP steel cargo train near me, it's massive long. It takes all the big rolls of steel to the cityway and beyond. It always covers in graffiti art and tags. Still to this day, a few weeks back, I was sitting eating my lunch and seeing it roll through town at the train station. We still get odd train graffiti. We still get the odd train graphed up, but the new train got camera inside of them. In Melbourne, Australia, late 70s and mid 80s trains were covered in graffiti art and tags. Now we see more on walls down the train line around the city, on shop walls, but the odd train is still getting graphed up in Melbourne, Sydney, Queensland, Adelaide. I went to the big graffiti convention in Melbourne for the King Way graph book signing all the graph kings were there. Guy I know, Frank, he has the main graph hip hop shop in Paran. Look up Union Heights on Instagram. He's spray can and so his spray can selection is massive. He just moving to new shop at the moment. Most of them guys I know been to the US and graphed trains and highly respect and all the USA graph kings cool. Some of them online is cool. I'm gonna say I'm giving that a heart and saying thank you for the Wikipedia article.
I knew you were gonna say something when I heard you running out of breath.
Wink. And I made the Wikipedia joke again. Did you notice? Because that's a gag now. Anyway, for the big plans, big changes, let's get on to those comments. So Brick Trains said great set of goals. That's getting a heart. And say great set of comments. Mikey J says, sounds pretty ambitious, Mayo, good luck. That's getting a heart and say, I'm going to say, I am an ambitious person.
I'll give you that. That's no lie.
Oaktown Bricks says, great video. I'm excited to see the updates executed. That's getting a heart and say, I'm going to say, I'm excited to execute them. I'm excited to execute them. Lego Team B said, man, that is some to-do list. I'm exhausted just hearing it. Can't wait to see these projects come online. That's getting a heart, and I'm going to say, I can wait because it's going to take a lot of time. Crimson. Oh, also we got some more comments I need to go back on. Also on that Lego train community post, Crimson Toaster says, I try to think of the Thomas the Tank Engine song, but I can only think of the Door theme song. That's getting a heart, and I'm gonna reply. Try searching composed by Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell. And Nate Mr. Blue said, good luck with your goals, Mayo. I'm giving that a heart. And I'm going to say, I don't believe in luck. I believe in the space-time continuum.
That's funny.
Yeah, I believe in the space-time continuum. Because as all of the scientists know, luck is the residue of design. Johnny G said nice. I'm going to say nice. Lego Mike says, that is a ton of goals, Mayo. Good luck with all of them and have fun. Going to give that a heart and say most of these I won't have fun, lol.
It's Lego, man. Of course you're going to have fun.
I'm referring to the social media side of
okay.
Which is the majority of my intermediate goals. Set and mock projects can be delayed until forever. But social media is all about that instant gratification. So things are different. Captain Matt says, sounds like a lot of fun plans. That's getting a heart and say, a lot of these plans actually won't be fun. So life of social media, hey? Crimson says, you will notice as soon as I talk right now, also Discord links expire after 30 days, FYI, that doesn't work. That's getting a heart and saying, as soon as I saw this, I updated the invite on this video. I need to do the same for my default description.
Just had a random forestman in the monorail.
Ha. And yeah, that was that. I'm not sure why this is showing up. That's weird. Because that should be like that. I have no idea what's going on. I've noticed a lot of little tiny glitches. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on there. And then hang on a minute. Oh yeah. And now with my video about the hypocrisy. So Johnny had a lot of stuff. We know we're hypocrites. And I'm gonna say you got it.
Oh.
Triggers are trigger warnings are applicable with most of my videos. And I literally just noticed, but a butt chop came out of the woodwork to say I'm not.
This says what? Not offended?
No, that he's not a hypocrite.
Oh.
And Johnny also said, help me help you. If you need it, I will. And also says, I want the Mayo Hosko channel to succeed. I love the content. Channel needs more hot lady presenters for sex appeal. That's a heart and say, I'm going to say, if I can find them, I will edit them. And then Nate Mr. Blue said, great video, Mayo. Have a great day. It's been a roller coaster of bittersweet days. That has 3 T's. It's been a roller coaster of bittersweet days. Get that reply up in there. Oaktown said, great video, Mayo. I agree with your opinion. Speaking of which, how do you think I could improve my content? That's getting a heart. And say, best improvement is to get yourself a weekly upload schedule. Cabbage Face says, do what you enjoy, people will come. I'm going to reply, if you build it, they will come.
If you build it.
And then we got a comment from Tylenol, Ty Novell, saying another great video, Mayo, lol. That's getting a heart. And I'm gonna say, this is one of my better engagement videos. And Scott said, great video, Mayo. I'm gonna reply with the thumbs up. And a Lego Team B said, an interesting and thought-provoking discussion both in the video and the comments here. We look forward to more philosophical discussions with you to broaden all of our perspectives. Cheers. I'm going to reply to say, I have had enough philosophy for this week. My brain hurts.
That's hilarious. Ooh,
Clicking Cliff said, great video, man, just be you, buddy. I'm going to reply to say, I will be me because authenticity is attractive.
Plus, who else is going to be?
Zisu says, did anyone read Mayo's description? I even forgot what the description of this video is. We just cracked 850 subscribers. Thank you, everybody.
Dang! Woo! All right. Getting up there, Mayo.
I'm going to reply by saying you are a dying breed. And then I saw that Chris Cummings subscribed recently, and he had something, and he commented something good. Says, I like it when content creators utilize their location in the world to take to their advantage, and I especially like it when people take their Lego outside into real world settings. Talking over a video tour of a Lego show while organizing or building is fine. Everyone has their own way of doing things, and no matter whatever our ages, we always can learn from someone else, even if it takes years for us to admit it. I've learned over the years to chill out and appreciate Lego sets other than what I'm specifically interested in, with thanks to the YouTube community. I'm going to say the Lego YouTube community. No, so I am thankful for the Lego YouTube community, despite any arguments I get into with people. And I think that was all of them.
Mayo said, I like the Lego community even though I make all of y'all mad.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the longest comments, reading the comment segments ever, because there were a fuck ton of comments today. Anyway, let's get back to building. Let's get back to building the set. But before we do that, what's the conversation's been going on in the chat? Let's get back to the chat and see what all of you fine folks are saying. We got on to where Actually, no, we didn't get to that. We got to go up, scroll up a little bit more. We got a couple people that came into the chat. Let's get to them. The chat is going by very fast right now, and I'm struggling to keep it. Okay, so we left off with the Stud Cities talking about one of the palm tree leaves. Says the Lego palm tree leaf really looks like West Coast Chronic. I'm not sure what that is. The rain must have washed away in Louisiana.
Yeah, I think they were talking about the bugs.
Yeah.
Because Scotty was having a love bug issue.
Crimson says, Mayo, hear me out. What if you let me join so that it would be a nice 2x2 square? Plus, I even have a mock to build. We'll be doing a hangout stream tomorrow. So maybe try again in 13 hours. Crimson. I'd love to talk to you on stream in 13 hours. Hunter says, nice that the micro rocket GWP set, not opened mine one yet, and got that extra suit to be opened for 2 green classic space figs and space diner for an orange fig, and just need a black one. I'm not a collector of the multicolored classic space astronauts, so I'll let everyone else buy those instead. Yes, everyone's been hyping up the new dark blue ones. Hello, Brick Lab Studio, and hello, Copper.
You were saying you're gonna leave what to them?
I don't know what I just said. As Stud says, snowflakes will always be snowflakes. They can't help themselves getting all emo. Fair point. Thank you for the congratulations on 850.
850, moving on up.
Hunter says BHP is where skill comes from for the Hollywood sign. Oh. Yes, I did just get done reading a book. You know, I would love to read a book of your comments if you comment on more of my videos, Scott. Zelda doesn't trust the book. Johnny thinks Stud belongs in jail. I don't, no need to apologize. I enjoy reading your comments, Kandra. Stud's feeling guilty. No one bothers with the first spam because I have a policy in my description against it, and so people don't do it.
I'm first, man.
Yeah. Zelda, when he remembers, he tries to get there, but he doesn't always say as much compared to when he's on a live stream and he chooses to chat in the chat instead of using his voice. Oh, shots fired.
I have seen him do that once or twice.
Pig says, not too heckin' bad. Sounds like my wife is getting her first teaching gig this winter, so that's cool. Well, apparently a butt chop is doing well enough to comment that he's not a hypocrite. Oh, butt chop got a new cell number today.
Nice.
Okay. He must have been figuring out a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
What's up, Brick Hive?
Pig says she's doing her PhD, so it's teaching a university class for winter. We have rules in the description about talking about the bot Pig. And hello Mikey J Productions.
What's up, Mikey J?
You have a link to come onto the panel if you wanna do so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely love to have you on tomorrow, Crimson. Rick Hive is lurking and editing. So we got the bee up in here. Do we have Lego Team Bee lurking away? Life says to you, RC, if you change your mind and go tomorrow, I will be in a wheelchair.
Okay, I tell you what, if I get rained out, I may go, but I just got a whole bunch of work to get done on the weekends because Team B is in the chat. But I got a lot of work to do on the weekends because that's when I do a lot of the commercial work and I can't really be there Monday through Friday.
Yeah. So we got the birds and the bees in the chat right now.
Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. Buzz, 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 retorted Duck.
What's buzz?
So after a long period after we started, it looks like the viewers have picked up again. So it's good to see all of you amazing people. And some of my favorite times are when we have people in chat who I have cutaways about. Anyway, let's get back to building this. So we're onto the microscale version of the Space Command Center. And Team B, I'll ask two questions to Team B. How is the progress for the next city update coming along? And do you have any streaming technology figured out yet? Because I was asking Team B about if Chris or Justin would like to come on and build some of their city with us, and they let me know that they've got to figure out a streaming station first. I'm grateful I get to use the dining table today.
Yeah, it's nice, right? Nice
Because
to have all that space.
Yeah, space, the final frontier.
I knew it was coming.
And that is applicable today because we're building space stuff.
Hence why I changed my name to the Final Frontier.
Yeah. After you were proud to announce that you're the new mayor.
I mean, who wouldn't want to brag about being the mayor of Mayo City?
Yeah. Just hope that you're not that your head isn't a cheeseburger. and that you get shot.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I
think
Yes, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Team B says that our city update's coming next week. Yay! Can't wait for it.
Brick is life. If you like Star Trek and you like building bricks, whether it's Lego or maybe you might want to venture into off-brand, I would say check out a website called Blue Bricks. They are who have the contract with Star Trek, and Lego has Star Wars. But Blue Bricks has a bunch of Star Trek sets. Probably like just how Lego has a lot of Star Wars sets, they have a bunch of Star Trek sets.
Yeah, because if anyone has seen the Bricking News on the Alex Nunes and Jason Brixton 5 YouTube channels, Jason bought Alex the Bird of Prey set because Alex Nunes grew up watching Star Trek so much that he would buy blank VHS tapes from Walmart to record episodes off his TV.
Oh yeah, yep. That's how it used to be. You used to have to have a VHS thing going, and you would put a blank tape in and press record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I grew up. Well, my toddler years were the tail end of the analog era. So I remember watching VHS tapes and also recording certain episodes of certain TV shows on a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Because when I went to elementary school, that's when the DVD had replaced the VHS tape. And I remember when we went on vacation, and my parents bought my sister and I a DVD player, like a portable one, so that we could watch DVDs in our bed. It was one of those small DVD players where the base underneath the foldable screen was just big enough to fit the DVD inside. Does anyone remember those?
Yeah. It was and it had its own little screen and everything, right?
Yeah. Now we do everything on our phones.
Exactly.
Off of a streaming service. The times have changed.
Yes, they have definitely changed.
I can't find something. Did it roll underneath? Yes, it rolled underneath here. Yeah. So if anyone out there is lurking, you can use the exclamation mark lurk. So the spirit will be with you. Because I know that at this time of night we get a lot of people lurking.
Yeah. And that's what I do on a lot of streams too, is I lurk while I build.
Yeah. I do a lot of gaming and lurking. Where's this? Yeah, so once again, thank you for 850 subscribers. I think we gained five subscribers in the last 3 days. So thank you very much.
There you go.
I'm so far behind. I still haven't put together my 800 subscriber video yet, but I'll get around to doing that. Maybe I might talk. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about with that yet. But well, I better do that before I get to 900.
I was going to say, and I've made enough progress on my city that I'm going to do another city update this month.
Yay! Well, you said you were going to start doing monthly updates.
Yep, and I've done quite a bit, so.
And who knows, maybe one day you might pass me in subscribers just because your city is awesome.
We'll see where it takes me. 3 years, it was just like 3 years since I started my city the other day. And so
do you have an actual anniversary date? Because I have a couple anniversaries. I have my channel anniversary, which is the 7th of January. I have my hiatus. Well, I forget when I went on hiatus, but I'm just gonna say that I officially went on hiatus the first Monday of February. When I was in 11th grade, so that would have been 2018. Yeah, I was on hiatus from whatever the first Monday of February 2018 was until August 31st, 2020, and the my third anniversary is August 31st, 2020.
Oh, okay.
Because some people might know that I was on hiatus for 2 years, and I had no plans of filming any more videos. And then when Copper happened, I deleted all of my videos because they were all crappy, and except for one that got to over 23,000 views. I've had other videos that have since surpassed that, but most of them were uploaded on my iPod Touch.
Well, I remember you took a little break too when you and Macro used to do it all the time, and I was asking Macro, and he was even saying, like, he was like, I don't know, I can't get a hold of Mayo. He's kind of disappeared on us.
Yeah, I took the March off. I think it was in 2022.
Yeah.
Because I needed to take a step back from the community, and during that time I built a lot of the castle stuff for Middle Ages momentum. If anyone remembers that. And I gave some people a scare, but rest assured you don't need to be scared anymore because of I'm here right now.
Just like the song?
Yeah, that's why I say that. That's why I say that phrase. But I will say at different times throughout this NFL season, probably the first week of October, I want to take a little bit of a step back from the community again, just because I'm going guns blazing in September to remember that I'm going to wear myself out.
Yeah, and that's fair enough, you know.
Yeah. So everyone just be wary of the first week of October, and so what I'm thinking is the first week of October, I'm gonna take a little bit of a social media break and try use that week to put together the Halloween mock I want to build.
Yeah, and luckily for me, I have my Halloween section already done, and I finished it last year, so I will probably just give an updated tour. I've added a few more figs and stuff, but I've got Halloween in the bag right now.
Yeah, because some people might remember when Good Morning Brick World posted that Halloween build, that Halloween habitat. I built a habitat for that, and then they hosted 2 different types of habitats. 2022 they did it with the 8x8 plate, and then 2023 they did it with the 16x16 plate. And so hopefully they'll announce another Halloween contest, and I'll build something for that, because I already know exactly what I'd want to build. I've been because I'll give you guys a clue. Some people might know that after Brickworld Chicago, I formed the Pine Tree Gang, and in one of my Lego Store vlogs, I bought spiderweb pieces.
The Pine Tree Gang, that's funny.
Yeah. So the backstory of the Pine Tree Gang is, and I'll tell this story because it was it was a good memory from Chicago. Oh, also, by the way, there's the white space, baby. Yeah, well, I'll talk about this. It was before the dinner. No, sorry. It was before the opening ceremony to Brickworld Chicago. Right? No, it was before the. I forget if it was before the opening or the closing ceremony of Brickworld Chicago. Sean from ACOB, Brick Lover Brad, Ostef Bricks, M&R Productions, Brent's Bricks, myself, and Cooper Copper Kayak went in 2 different cars to the Woodfield Mall at Chicago, and that was the Twilight trip where I got my selfie wearing the Lakers t-shirt and Ryan wearing his Celtics t-shirt, because that was after the Celtics had won Game 3, I believe, of the NBA Finals, and that was my most liked Instagram post ever. Thank you, M&R. During that, we went to the Lego store, and because Sean wanted to get one of the Disney sets, Cooper, Brad, and I got many figs. We got CMFs. I was after the vintage space CMFs, so that's where I picked up my Blacktron and Ice Planet. Even back then, I remember Cooper telling me that because they were scanning it before I was scanning it. While they were scanning it, I was literally downloading the scanning app. And so, unfortunately, well, they let me know, because they had been scanning, that there was no M-Tron figs. So I told myself, when I get home, I gotta try and scan for one of the M-Tron figs, which I finally got one. But I remember after we scanned our figs, Cooper and I checked out the pab wall. I checked out the pab wall, and I saw they had the small pine trees there. And so when I saw them, I was like, okay, I'm going to quickly buy a big pab box and get nothing but pine trees. And I think I was able to get 64 pine trees into there.
Pine Tree Army.
Yeah, and so I asked the boys, hey, they've got pine trees on the pab wall. Does anyone need any pine trees? And Cooper did. Cooper needed some pine trees. So we filled up our pab boxes. No, sorry, he got 64 pine trees. I got 54 pine trees. Because he took a little bit more time to stack them. I was just throwing them in the box because I wanted to do other things in the store, because there were a lot of people that we know in the store. And that was also where I got my selfie with Josh Build Stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. And Sean and Josh were talking together about the Disney sets because they like Disney. And so I was just hanging around in the store. And yeah, I just got a lot of fun memories. So because Cooper and I we cleaned out that Lego store of pine trees, we formed the Pine Tree Gang, is what I coined. So anyone else that finds pine trees on their pab wall, let me know. Take a picture of your pab box full of pine trees, and we can induct you into the Pine Tree Gang. The initiation is taking a picture of your hashtag box of your hashtag box of trees. And also speaking of box of trees, I recently downloaded the Boxer Boys song onto my MP3 player. So whenever I get hyped up, whenever I hype myself up for when I wake up in the morning to watch a couple of Brickheads, I wake up listening to the Boxer Boys song. Just to while I'm scrolling, while I'm doing my morning scroll on Instagram, because the way I keep up to date with my DMs is normally the first thing I do when I wake up, if I remember to do so, is check Instagram.
Box of trees sounds like
The trees.
what Scotty partakes in.
Yeah, because Scott has his own tree segment on 2 Cajuns 1 AFOL, and fortunately, I was in the presence of that segment when they put out the public invite into the jungle, and so it was a pleasure to see some of his trees. Everyone has much more time to build way more complicated trees. I like to build more simpler trees because I'm an AFOL. And I can't find a piece. Anyway, that was a story.
Gotcha. Very cool. You plan on doing any space past this?
Where is it?
Do you plan on doing any other space sets?
No. No. Not right now.
Fair enough.
Let's just ignore the trolls, shall we? Let's not give them any attention.
The trolls. I just think to myself, what? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. Mikey says, talk about the old round trees. I have a bunch of the old round trees. I have the fruit trees, the big pine trees, 2 different molded palm trees. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the 2D trees or the granulated trees from the 70s.
The old trees, the old round ones, they get pretty pricey. I got a few of them.
Yeah, they're pricey because they're really fragile because they're granulated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got quite a few of them.
And I recently discovered that one of my large pine trees is actually a Tycho piece.
I'm surprised something fooled you.
So that's why it's got a square base instead of a round base, because it's Tycho, not Lego. I recently discovered it, and I think I will have to do a comparison between it someday. Who knows? Maybe I might do a video about Tycho versus Lego. See, I have a lot of different video ideas, and one of my video ideas is I wanna talk about the different personalities, or some of the different personalities in the Lego community, because the more and more people I talk to, the more and more I realize that I am a highly motivated, analytically driven a kind of guy.
Yeah.
While most people are either too stupid or too busy to attempt to be.
I know you're all about the numbers, buddy.
Yeah. So ask yourself the question, are you either too stupid or are you too busy to get caught up in the analytics of YouTube?
Probably a little of both. No, the busy part. I do check on it every once in a while, but it's definitely the busy part that gets me.
Yeah. I think the consensus will be both, but some of the snowflakes who don't like to be called dumb will use the get out clause that they're too busy, which is a reasonable answer.
Let them know how you really feel, Mayo. Don't hold back.
Yeah. So if you watch the parody video of Lego It's Friday Night, you'll notice that to cover up one of the Pepsi billboards in the commercial, because it's Sunday night football on NBC presented by Pepsi. It seems like all the NFL halftime shows are either presented by Pepsi or Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have Coke and all that too.
I'm surprised they don't have Coke and AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. A more appropriate thing would be to say, I'm surprised that Coca-Cola hasn't tried to outbid Pepsi, and AT&T or T-Mobile hasn't tried to outbid Verizon for those halftime show sponsorships.
Yeah, especially with how many viewers are there.
Yeah. Because because when I think about halftime shows, I think of two things. I think of Cletus the football robot on Fox, and I think of the black guy who hosts the CBS halftime show saying NFL on CBS presented by Verizon.
You know, it used to be Monday Night Football, and Hank Williams Jr. was who had the intro. Are you ready for some football?
Was that on ABC?
I believe it was.
Because that was before the Walt Disney Company had bought both ABC and ESPN, and after they bought it, Walt Disney moved Monday Night Football from ABC to ESPN to get as an incentive for people to buy a basic cable TV, because at the time ESPN was on every basic cable TV package.
Yeah, cable used to only have like 28 channels.
Yeah, which is why ESPN used to be on every basic TV, on every cable TV package. And actually, the reason why Fox News got started in '96 is because instead of cable TV providers paying channels to air their networks, Rupert Murdoch actually paid the cable TV networks to broadcast his channel. So he reversed engineered it, and now you get people saying what they say about Fox News.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney owns Fox News now.
No. Rupert Murdoch sold off 20th Century Fox. Fox News and FS1 and FSN and Fox Sports Australia and Sky News and the Wall Street Journal and other stuff like that are under the banner of News Corp. The reason why you can watch 20th Century Fox entertainment on Disney Plus is because Rupert Murdoch wanted to get out of entertainment. He wanted to focus on news and sports.
Got you.
That wasn't an asset he wanted to dissolve himself from. And to this day, I believe the only reason Walt Disney wanted to buy 20th Century Fox, who then reincorporated it before Disney bought 20th Century Fox, Fox reorganized themselves to have Well, they actually, I believe what happened is, because I've read too much about this, they rebranded 20th Century Fox as the Fox Corporation, so that they could split Fox Television from 20th Century. No, sorry, so that they could split 20th Century 20th Century pictures from 21st Century Television.
Got you.
And have that be split, and somehow, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of reorganization they did, but they did that to make it easier to divest from entertainment. Essentially, I've read too much about that. Don't ask me more.
No worries.
But to this day, I believe the only reason Disney wanted to buy essentially 20th Century Fox was because they wanted to put The Simpsons on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Because at the time, the Fox network wasn't showing as many Simpsons episodes, and the ratings for the ratings for The Simpsons after probably after the Lady Gaga episode tanked. They tanked on the Fox network, and so they started showing less of them on the Fox network. Because I remember in the heyday of the Fox network, which was in the George W. Bush era, that The Simpsons and Family Guy and American Dad and Futurama would always make jokes about the Fox network.
Yeah. You know, that's when we used to have like that show Cops. There's no more Cops. Yep.
Yeah. The reason Fox canceled Cops is because of cancel culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing too many people on there getting arrested for bad stuff, and they don't want people knowing who's getting arrested.
Because there's a backstory behind the cancellation of Cops that we don't need to get into. But all I will say is, if you know, you know.
Exactly.
Let's just say it has to do with a black square people were putting in their Twitter bios at the time.
All right, cool. So,
cool bananas.
I've got the monorail pretty much completed. There's a couple parts I need to get for it, but the monorail itself, I've got 100% complete almost. And then I just need to keep finding the parts and everything. But then it also came with like a side ship that carries a here we go. I'm trying to put it in there, but it carries another one of these boxes here. See, it's kind of a pain. There you go. You can open it, and then it has one of these boxes, and then these boxes open up. And then you put stuff inside of them. And on this one, it's going to be like a transport ship. So this closes up, keeps it in there, and then that's a transport ship. But these are the same boxes that are on the monorail. So it's transporting the boxes, and then I guess the monorail's taking them to the other side of the planet or whatever maybe. But I've gotten this much put back together so far.
Yeah. So now let me get into some of the comments. Stud says, oopsie, where are we?
I'm gonna step out like for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so you do that, and I'll go over some of the comments. So Stud says, I remember recording the Ewok made-for-TV films, Caravan of Crap and Battle for horrible ratings, but I loved them both. That's funny. Mikey J says, my first YouTube videos involved a VCR. Oh, yikes. I recorded gameplay by hooking up my Xbox 360. Wow, that's a throwback through a VCR OG capture card. Stud says, I need to cancel Disney Plus. but I let my nieces and nephews use the password. I'm mooching off of my friend's a Disney Plus account, so that's how I'm able to keep up with the Futurama episodes and the American Dad episodes as they've come out. And I'm guessing somewhere along the line, Walt Disney got his hands on the company that owns the TBS channel, because I remember when during the 20th Century Fox acquisition, the Fox 20th Century sold American Dad to TBS, who, if you don't know, TBS is one of the channels that broadcasts Major League Baseball. I believe TBS and TNT are both owned. Well, they're both owned by Turner Media, who was a part of, and I think was once owned by Time Warner, and is now owned by the Discovery Channel. I think HBO is under the same banner as well. Just like how CBS Viacom has a lot of sub channels, and so somehow maybe it's for specific shows that Disney pays Turner Media for. I'm not sure what that's like. That's a whole nother can of worms. Clever Pig's got to cancel his stars. Mikey says, if I don't release a video for a week, some of my subscribers will reach out, wonder where I've gone. Lol, one video per week is a nice reminder I'm still here. Exactly, that's my mentality. People talking about subscription services. Also says, I found a pebble. Says, if I found a pebble with pine trees, I would score a bunch as well. You can never have too many trees. And also because you've got your whole Sherwood Forest for the forestman in Camelot, which would be really useful. Clever Pig is both stupid and busy. Haha. Country's going to get lunch. Oaktown pays attention to his analytics. I'm just reading some. I will confirm to Teammate that the clicks are important. I look at three key metrics. I look at the click-through rate of the video, the watch time hours per video, and the retention rate of the video. Yes, we are still live. We go live for 3 hours at the same time every week. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't do a lot of scripted videos. Pig. Stud knows too much about Coca-Cola. Mikey says, I would do LEGO D&D Adventures more and overall more story-driven content, but it takes like 3 times more effort to make. Here. So it's just way more work for quite a bit less views. But at least you get to work with yours truly when I voice the wizard. Because I'm a wizard, Howie. I know that much about Fox because I read it on Wikipedia, Stud. And because I watch so much content by the Walt Disney Company and the old derivatives of 20th Century Fox, I know a lot about the Walt Disney Company and 20th century. I know too much about it just because I'm a fan of a lot of shows and broadcasts. Because I joke that I'm a fake Disney fan because I like everything else that Disney owns except their own movies.
You know what, Mikey J? He's in there. We're talking about Disney now. He was talking about Disney Plus earlier. Did you see, Mikey J, that
the price rises?
Oh, I was gonna say that if you signed up for Disney Plus, you pretty much signed away any liability that you could ever sue Disney ever.
Yeah.
And I know you don't have to worry about it, but I thought that was wild.
Yeah, Hive was ranting about that on Pure Rant Fury of who we raid into every Friday night.
Yep.
Yes, I've seen pictures of their headquarters, and The Simpsons has definitely made sure to make jokes about the News Corp headquarters in New York. Particularly highlighted by scenes of the helicopter taking off and then breaking down. Because they like to joke that everything that Fox turns to that anything that Fox touches turns into rubble or breaks down really easily. I know a lot of that stuff because I read about it on Wikipedia. Because like I'm that type of guy who likes the behind the scenes drama of a movie more than the movie itself. The first thing I did when I got out of the movie theater for seeing a Deadpool and Wolverine was brushing up on the politics and the business bullshit about how Deadpool became a part of the Marvel, or how Deadpool and Wolverine, the characters, became a part of the MCU. Previously, they were 20th Century Fox movies. The X-Men movies were made by 20th Century Fox. And so since 20th Century Fox owned the rights to those Marvel characters, much like how Sony Pictures has formerly had exclusive rights for Spider-Man. That's why Marvel couldn't use those characters. But now that they have joint ownership of Spider-Man, of the rights to Spider-Man, and now that they own 20th Century Fox, by default of Disney being their parent company, that's why we can now have, for example, in the next Avengers movie, we can have Spider-Man with Deadpool, with Wolverine, with the classic Avengers characters we all know and love. They couldn't do that until Walt Disney bought 20th Century Fox. And so in the movie, Ryan, it's one of the funniest, well, I think it's now the funniest MCU movie because Ryan Reynolds was poking fun at 20th Century Fox. And talking about how Disney likes to soften the blow, so to speak, because a lot of Disney fans are snowflakes. And if you're a Frozen fan, you are literally a snowflake.
It's okay, man. They can't help it.
Yeah, and also because Disney has always been that way. They were doing that a century before the term snowflake even existed. Because as viewers of Jason Brixton 5 know, they've been doing stuff since the Roaring 20s.
They always take out their competition.
Yeah, they buy out the competition and make it somewhat worse. Yeah. So I'm sorry to bore everyone with this kind of a business bullshit. But hey, if you enjoyed the conversation, let me know.
So hey, if you're still here, we know you're true fans.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if I just offended any Disney fans who are watching this on the replay game.
You know, and honestly, if that offends a Disney fan, don't be offended by like us. This is what Disney does. I mean, that's tell Disney to quit. Just like people get upset about when you talk about how Disney was, screwing. See, when you signed up for Disney Plus and you got gypped and you couldn't sue them no more, the only people that are really signing up for Disney Plus are Disney fans, and then that's who's going to your parks. So pretty much they screwed over all their fans by doing this, and then not only that is they pretty much got a way to blanket you into giving up your ability to sue them for anything anytime you go to their parks.
Yeah, which is in their fine print, and most people ignored the fine print, and until you get people who bother to expose the fine print for the world to see.
Yeah, well, you see, and then that's where it's like that they're doing that to you guys. That's how they're treating their money, or the people who are their number one source of income.
Yeah, because it's kind of like cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah. That would be like me having something in the fine print when I do my landscaping job that it's like, oh, well, if I decide to destroy your stuff or whatever, there's nothing you can do about it. Like people would be like, get out of here, get off my property.
If someone has a pruned topiary of a celebrity, you could put in your contract, if you choose to be like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and completely destroy that topiary, you could put in your fine print saying, hey, I could turn into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, ruin your topiary, and you can't sue me.
Yeah, exactly. I can try my mower through your hedges and just mow it all down and destroy it, and now I'm going to charge you double.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but that's Disney for you, because I like Pixar, I like 20th Century Fox, I like ESPN. I don't like Disney movies. I don't like their theme parks.
I will say there's some older Disney movies that are actually pretty good. I can't lie.
See, I grew up when the magic of Disney was starting to go away because they were switching. It was in their transition from cartoon movies to animated movies. I think the reason why I've always liked Pixar over the old Buena Vista Pictures, which was Disney's film production when I was growing up. Now I believe it's just Walt Disney Pictures, and Buena Vista Pictures is why the lake at near Disney World is called Buena Vista Lake. And so
Pixar was never owned by Sony, right?
Well, no, I believe it was until I believe Disney bought Pixar in 2004. I might be wrong about that, but I've always liked Pixar more because they were doing animated films long before Disney, and I think Disney got heavily inspired by the success of Toy Story and said, "Hey, I want those assets to be in our children's films," and that's where, and from their expertise, you get good films like Inside Out, which I actually saw in theaters. But you also get cash. But you also get cash grabs like Cars and Frozen.
I like Cars. The original Cars. I like Cars.
I went to see Cars 2 in theaters, so I'm kind of drunk on emotions with Cars. With Cars 2, I find Cars 1 kind of boring, but objectively,
that's where it all started.
Objectively, it is a better movie because it has a better canon, and the script makes more sense, etc. I've seen people do massive rant videos about Cars 2 that I'm not going to get into. But we just finished the microscale Space Command Center.
Nice. Let's see it. Let's see it. Full screen it.
No, I just shut it off. We'll do full screen when the build is complete, and that was the end of.
Oh, okay. I thought that.
So you'll have to stay around for the end of the live stream to see the complete builds.
Mikey J, I would laugh. I would be like, you've called the wrong guy.
Yeah. See, I grew up with the DVD. Yeah, I grew up with the DVD of Toy Story 1. We never had Toy Story 2 for some reason.
Yeah, I'll say
And so I believe the first time I watched Toy Story 2 was on a TV movie night or something.
Got you.
Because before Channel 7 in my country got back the rights for the Australian Football League, they used to do Saturday night movie night, and that's where I watched films like Toy Story 2, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original 4 Harry Potter movies, the Polar Express, and I think Shrek 1 and Shrek 2.
You said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, correct?
Yeah, that's the 2005.
That is the one with
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Compared to the 1970s whatever movie with Gene Wilder. And I was reading a year ago that the Roald Dahl's family actually likes the Johnny Depp movie better because it's more accurate to his book. Because the stuff with the Oompa Loompas, their musical, and the Candyman song, that's not in the book. And so Roald Dahl's family was actually quite upset with the creative liberties the director took that strayed away from the script of the original story. And so I can use that to people who say that the Gene Wilder version is better, and I can retort by saying it's not accurate to the book.
Well, be that as it may, the original was pretty legit.
My main problem with the original movie is that actually I've kind of got two big problems. One is that the props in the Chocolate Factory look very fake, and
well, it's the 70s, yeah.
Yeah, which is understandable because it was a low budget film in the 70s. Kind of like how the props in Star Wars A New Hope look more cheaper than the props in
Look who jumped in the chat. Who jumped in the chat.
I know I'm going to address
Chopper!
I'm going to address that. Yeah, I'm going to address that is the music, I don't like the music as much either. But you can tell that it didn't have a big budget for the props. Kind of like how when you compare Star Wars: A New Hope to Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, you can tell that the budget for A New Hope was lower because the set design looks more like a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but before we start building this, let's look at the comments, shall we? Clever Pig doesn't want us bad mouthing Lightning McQueen number 95. Yeah. I don't hate upon those movies. I saw Cars 2 and the original Frozen in theaters.
I don't hate either one.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with the Disney lawyers. Yes, I can agree. I know a lot of people were upset with Toy Story 4. I went and saw Toy Story 3 and 4 in theaters. Clever Pig needs one piece to finish his build. Hello, Buttchop, long time no see. Well, if Buttchop is accusing me of censorship, maybe there's something going on. And there is no censorship. There was on my latest video, I had so many irrelevant comments that I had to change the settings to comment pending approval for that one video because there was a lot of junk comments.
Yeah, that'll happen. You know what? I think I have another one of these over here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just over here scrounging for parts.
Well, I was just checking to see if any of your comments were in the held for review, but I didn't see anything. So maybe it is a weird setting on your end. But yeah, I just had to change it because I was getting so much irrelevant comments. In a perfect world, I don't want to have to enable comment pending approval. But hopefully one day, my channel will be popular enough that spammers want to come at me with their first and sub for sub and under 401 club and whatever stuff they do.
Yeah.
They may be junk, but I appreciate the interaction anyway, Chopper. Yeah, so we heard that you got a new phone number because you called Stud. So maybe that's where you've been all this time. Anyway, Chopper, if you're not doing anything right now, let me know if you want to come onto the stream. Because it's been a while, buddy. It's good to see you back. And also, just to remind everyone, since I am home alone, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow. So I'll be streaming until okay, cool. Chopper is at work.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Go and get that money, Chopper. We all gotta pay the bills, don't we? It's nice to have ways to actually pay the bills.
Oh, I needed one
and
more
feel
thing.
good about yourself at the same time. I'm in the job market. I'm running up and down the telephone line trying to get a job. Yeah. So yeah, I'll remind everyone of the times. So I'll be live. It's 1 a.m. Australian Eastern on Sunday. Quite the opposite. We would have loved to have you on if you weren't working right now, earning those dollar bills.
Yeah. I got some Fright Nights going up soon. By the way, Chuck.
And also, not sure if you heard, but there's a Fright Night figure on the BAM Tower or something.
What? Which one?
I'm not sure. Some people were saying that they were buying some type of neo-classic Fright Night. I heard from someone. I forgot.
I'd like to see about that.
That Chopper may or may not be interested in, because Fright Nights are his favorite faction of knights.
Oh, I know it.
With the Knight, Lord, Castle, and the Willer's Wingship, all those good sets.
They got that castle at OBC, but they want $650 for it.
Yeah, so I believe the timing is that I'll be live at 1 a.m. Australian Eastern on Sunday, which is I think 11 a.m. I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning in North America. So gonna try do a stream until my midnight. So from my midnight until Hoosier Bricks goes live, just because I want to make more progress on the Ninjago City Gardens, and because I'm home alone, I can stay up all night and make noise. I haven't been able to do it in a while. Well, I haven't been able to do it since I was at my since 2 houses ago. Because we live in the 2 houses ago, my house had brick walls instead of timber frame and dry walls. So just to reiterate, I believe the starting times will be 1 a.m. Australian Eastern on Sunday and 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday in North America. And I'll put out the invitation in both the live stream gang, so in the Real Hoeg group chat and the jungle group chat for to be a hangout stream. I was originally going to because I had already set up a live stream for because some people might have forgotten, but I've decided that the last stream of every month will be a hangout stream where we don't have a specific topic to talk about. We just do whatever we want to do. Like we were going to cover a little bit of space sets, but we've drummed up enough conversations while we've been building stuff. I've been building the Space Babies GWP and reiterate what you've been doing, RC.
So I have pretty much put the monorail completely back together here. I've got track and everything else like that. Let me take this down here for a minute, and maybe I'll be able to kind of go around this thing some. So I've got a couple more pieces to do. But I pretty much got it all put back together, and so there is one piece inside the battery box that I'm gonna have to find a replacement for, and that's what I had to replace out of the airport shuttle. There's a piece in there that the batteries actually touch. The 9-volt touches. It's like a plastic piece with the metal prongs. And that thing's gone bad, so I'll have to get a new one so I can run this again. But I will kind of, when it gets done, It's gonna be up there against this wall. The pictures will all get moved, but it'll be up here and it'll go across. And I'm gonna have a line similar to something like this, probably not such a high elevation, but I'll have a point-to-point line, and I'll have it run across the top there, and I'll do the space theme up there on this wall. So this is what I got done. This, and I was able to put this back together as well. And so that's like I showed you earlier, that little side build, that little kind of like a cargo transport. And so
yeah. Because my favorite part about the space monorails was that they weren't passenger trains, they were freight trains.
Yeah, exactly. And they were kind of bringing materials to and from like different areas because they were kind of like inhabiting the planet. It was the startup of inhabiting the planet.
Yeah. Chopper just gave you a compliment.
Oh no, I appreciate that though, Butt Chop. Thank you, my friend.
See, I'm the pretty face, and it's my channel. But I think most people are more interested in what you have to do, because I'm too busy doing all of that and ancillary stuff. Haha.
Yeah. No.
Because I think if roles were reversed, like if you started doing a stream on your channel, I would try to take over and be the star of the show. But because I have to do the ancillary stuff, ever since you've been my co-host, you are the star of the show. And also because as it currently stands, your city is infinitely better than mine, which helps.
Yeah, and well, I'll give you this, man. When it comes to the knowledge, you got it figured out, my friend. You know pretty much every single thing. You know all the little details. I don't know any of it.
Yeah, I think what people most appreciate about me is that I'm a book. Is that I'm a bookworm. I have more brain talent than build talent in the community.
Yeah. Well,
some people don't know jack shit, but they're really good builders.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. And then some people just know it all, and they just don't have the access to a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got it, Johnny. You got it. And let's face it, the only reason that Johnny G is still here is now. So the only reason he was here before Butt Chop graced us with his presence was because he's been anticipating me building this for a while now, and I'm so glad that today is the day. Because I gotta say, compared to some of the other microscale stuff I've done, I think by default this is my favorite this is my most enjoyable microscale build experience ever. I'll say that. I definitely enjoyed this more than what I did with the mini modulars 13 years ago. I'm enjoying this more than the London architecture skyline. And I will say I am enjoying this more than my microscale mocks of the Formula One cars.
That little build right there, right?
What little? Yes, this I think by default this is my most enjoyable microscale build ever. But I would love to get my hands on the LEGO employee gift set, which is the microscale version of the trains. It included a microscale set 122 one of the Western trains, I think Yeah, one of the Western trains from the So, just for layman's terms, one of the blue trains from the late '60s, one of the Western trains from the '70s, the Metro liner. One of the blue trains from the late '60s, one of the Western trains from the mid '70s, the Futuron monorail, the Metroliner, the Emerald Night without its tender, and the 2016 winter holiday train. Oh yes, I completely agree with you, Chopper. What I'm saying is, as my live streams have evolved, I'm less about the builds and more about yapping on, trying to spout knowledge and spit facts, because that's what people tell me they like more from me. Someone that doesn't know anything about Lego can be a good builder. I've studied religiously about Lego so much that I don't build as much as what I want, and because I don't have as many pieces in my inventory, I'm not as good of a builder. Because I could only dream of having the parts inventory to build something like the Aquazone HQ.
Oh yeah.
So I watch so many talented builders on YouTube and see so many awesome mocks on Instagram that I have judged myself to the point where I choose to focus on the dropping instead of the building.
I tell you right now is that I know how many parts a lot of these builds take, and when I see other people's builds, I think to myself, holy smokes, man, the amount of parts they're using. These people are spending like $5,000 to $10,000 on just parts.
Yeah, which is the reason why I'm not as talented as those, because I don't have those resources to utilize.
Resources. That's exactly right. I don't have those resources.
Yeah. So because I don't have those resources, by default, I'm not as talented, which is the point I'm coming across in what Chopper is saying, because it's the truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're not as talented. You just don't have the access to the funds.
Yeah, but those who are talented enough to put themselves in a position to get the resources, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you just got out of school. You will soon. You're still young, man. You're comparing yourself to a lot of these guys that are 40, 50 years old who have an established life, established career, established, business, whatever the case may be, with access to money that, like, even people like me don't have access to. So
yeah, because a lot of people my age, they're not building the mock. They're not building mocks that people with an established career in their 40s are building. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of parts, you seen these before? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, it's the rack and pinion system from sets like the monorails.
Yep.
And there was that one space set for Space Police 1. And what else? There was the elevator ramp for the Metro Park and Service Tower. They don't use that rack and pinion system anymore.
Yeah, no, it's old school. TB agrees. You got a lot of time ahead of you, Mayo. You still got time to make that money.
Yeah, because since I'm half the age of most people in the community, I've got it all ahead of me compared to most people who have it all figured out.
Or they're just at this point. But then, the thing about it is that a lot of people hit a point where they'll just start getting out of it at a certain age. They're not going to be 65, 70 still doing it.
There are some people some people my age who are probably in their dark age right now.
Yep.
And eventually they'll come back into the hobby when they've got disposable income.
You nailed it.
I'm trying to get that disposable income.
I'll say.
I wish I was a Team B. I wish I was immortal, but I'm not.
I will say this is that another thing that helped me accumulate a lot of these sets were websites kind of like they're like online kind of garage sale websites. They call it's Macari here, but I'm sure you guys have something similar over there. But anyways, they post like all sorts of Lego sets, and you can make offers, and you guys can haggle, and then that's how I get a lot of these on deals. Is just seeing people sell it and then hurry up and ask them if they're willing to make a deal and then just buy it. I'm not having to go through, bricks and minifigs for this stuff.
Yeah, so I see. I used to be when I grew up. I've told the story before. I'll slightly expand on it to fit this conversation. I got into Lego because I inherited all of my brother's old Lego. So the first set I can remember building was the iSet 5. The second set I can remember building was the Allied Avenger. But my brother also had a lot of the first generation road-based plates, which is why I've since invested in them heavily, and had a bunch of bulk brick and a little bit of Tycho too. And the first city set I can remember getting was the 2005 police car, and weirdly it had stickers for Italian language of spelling police as polizzi.
I've seen that in some bulk buys.
Yeah, exactly. They used to include alternate stickers like that. I believe that was my first city set, but what I remember most was the 2006 hospital and the 2006 airport. And I believe the last city set I got for Christmas was the 2013 fire station. And it was then where I kind of evolved past the Lego City theme and got interested into the modulars.
Yep.
And it was about that time I decided that I liked vintage Lego more than contemporary Lego.
There's a lot of newer Lego that I like a lot. That's why in my city you'll see, even some real new stuff. But the majority of the themes I do like are from the vintage era. And I don't know, maybe I feel like Lego kind of moved away from a lot of good themes, because if it doesn't have a movie now, Lego doesn't build a set or a theme around it.
Yeah. And I think it's also because when I got when I started watching YouTube in 2009, a lot of the builders on there still had a lot of vintage Lego, because 2009 was only 10 years after Star Wars came out.
Yep.
And so because I grew up watching those YouTube videos, I would see that stuff in their videos and then go into the store, and it's like, why isn't these sets from these YouTube videos in the store? And then I realized years later, it's like, oh, they've been long retired.
Yeah, and I wish, I get it. There's a supply and demand with it now, but I wish the prices on a lot of this stuff was more normal, to be honest with you, because like they have a pirate ship up there at OBC that I want, and it's opened, it's built, it's no box. I think maybe they have the instruction with it. I don't know, but they want like $850 for it. I'm like, my Lord, man.
And so as a result, I've always gravitated towards vintage Lego just because of the way that I grew up collecting Lego.
Yeah.
Which is why I've been trying to which is why I've been trying to go back and get all of the fold out pamphlets, or as many individual years of fold out pamphlets, and I've been focusing heavily on the 90s. And I wouldn't have half of my collection if it wasn't for you.
Oh yeah, of those pamphlets and that stuff like that. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Stud Sidious said, he was saying something about the straight age kids. I don't know. Anyways, no, yeah,
those are references I don't understand.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you
Because
like them.
I'm not an 80s kid. I'm not an 80s kid. Can you tell? I'm a 2000 kid with an old soul.
Well, straight edge means like you're clean cut, like you're no tattoos, no piercings, just kind of a clean cut kind of person. And then he was talking about punk rock kids. I'm not sure what the. Yep, see there, that's straight edge.
Speaking of clean cut, I shaved my beard at 2 a.m. At 2 a.m. this morning. It's now 1 p.m.
No drugs, no alcohol. You would 100%. You would be in that category.
And I'm sober. I've never smoked a single thing in my life. So you'll never see me on the same couch as Scott and Seth and and Mark. We're never going to break into the basement of Eric Foreman's house in Point Place, Wisconsin.
That's funny. Yeah, no, didn't you hang out with Macro, the one Brick World Chicago?
Yeah, Brick World Chicago 2023. We were talking whenever we passed by each other. He was enjoying beer with the boys, and we went to Bricks and Minifigures together with a bunch of other people. He got some of the Exploians sets and one of the M-Tron sets he grew up with. That's where I got one of I think it's the Twin Starfighter Blacktron 2 set and the Trauma Team. Some people might remember when I did that I did that live stream doing my home from Bricks and Minifigs, and I was super excited to finally get the Trauma Team, which objectively looks like a bad set, but I've always had a fascination with the Trauma Team, which is why I was so glad to finally buy it.
Yeah, I actually got that set for a pretty good deal on Macari, and then they were willing to give me $100 for it on trade-in at the Orlando Brick Co. So I just was like, okay, I'll take $100 for it.
Yeah. And so we may or may not go slightly over time today, just because I'm enjoying this build so much and I'd like to get it done.
Very nice. I don't blame you. When you get in the zone, you're in the zone. That's what happened to me the other night when I was working on the mountain. I was like, oh, just another 30 minutes, and it ended up being like another 2.5 hours.
And also because it's uncommon for my streams at this time of day for there to be enough engaging conversations that we have. I think the chat always perks up when Chopper is around, and that's why I appreciate Chopper, because he ignites good conversations.
Chop's a good guy. I've been missing him.
Yeah, we've all been missing him, so it's good to see him back again.
It is. Last time I seen him, he was on the live stream. Well, I think I probably saw him a couple times after that, but the last time I really seen much of him is when he went to do that whole thing with Click and Cliff and everybody else. Was that Nashville? I think that was Nashville.
Yeah. Because I think the last time I saw Butt Chop anywhere, besides going back and watching some of his old videos, was the live stream that Hoosier Bricks well, the Hoosier Bricks Saturday night stream where they were in the hotel, when they were in the hotel together, building stuff at Brick Universe, Nashville.
Yep. And then I think they even went to Madhouse Bricks too.
Yeah. Well, they do a lot of stuff like that together, and I think they enjoyed it so much that they do what they call HoosierCon now.
Nice.
And one day I want to go to Brick Universe Nashville, just to soak in that same experience. But that probably won't be until 2028 or 2029.
Well, if everything goes right and I end up getting my my RV, then I may end up going out there myself and bring a build along. just like you have Lego goals, I got all sorts of real life goals that I'm trying to accomplish as well. Just as much as I am Lego.
Yeah, and everyone can see all the goals everyone can see all of the changes and plans I set for myself in the video I uploaded at the start of the week. And I just want to say thank you for all the incredible comments for my 2 videos this week. By far the most engaging this since we started reading comments on streams.
It has definitely been picking up.
Well, this week in particular is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If anything, throughout the summer, the comments always slows down because people are enjoying their summer. But as the springtime comes around, kids go back to school and parents have more time for us, for people like me, for stuff like Real Whole Egg. I think Fick and Bricks on Hauling and Balling dubbed it the summer slowdown. Now we're building the wheels.
I'll show you what else I got today too. Here, I just saw this box over here, and I was going to show you. So I got 2 things. I got.
I'm going to go. I'm going to let you take over the comment. I'll let you take over the microphone for a little while.
All right, no big deal. So today I did end up making it by Lego store, and there's a couple of them by me. There's one in Seminole Town Center, and then there's one Orlando Brick Co. Then there's 2 new bricks and minifigs. So I went to the Town Center, which is in Seminole Town Center, but he's a good guy in there, and I got a couple figs from him. I got some more slopes, got just some more parts in general. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but I just hit their pick a brick table. But the cool figs that I did get is I got this Ice Planet guy, and so I'm always stoked to find the 90s vintage figs, and so the Ice Planet guys is always a cool one. I wish he had his little neon orange skis, but it's okay. This guy will do.
What about the chainsaw?
Bring out the chainsaw.
The trans neon orange chainsaw.
Oh yeah. I've got some of those somewhere. So, and then I also got a jester. One of the jesters. I can't remember which one this is. See if it'll
That's the kingdom. That's the kingdom's jester.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got this guy, and so I'm building up all my castle and medieval area. I've got so many goats. I've got the centaurs. I've got all sorts of the witches and the wizards and kings and knights and the goat hoarder and or the herder, and then just so many different figs. So, but I didn't have this one, so I ended up going ahead and getting this guy. And so here soon, as soon as I'm done with that side over there that you guys saw last week,
I agree with what Buttchop said about Ice Planet.
No, Ice Planet is an awesome theme. You know which one I really like? I like the one that had the door that opened up like the fire station garage door. It was like a massive ship, and then it had white and trans neon orange pieces in there, and it was like a rolling door like they have at fire stations and police stations. That was like one of my favorite Ice Planet ships. So I did manage to get this also. Everybody knows this set. It's just the Santa set. I really wanted it just for the extra reindeer because I've already got it, but I just want more reindeer.
Yeah, I bought and built that for Christmas last year because I wanted to build those reindeers on that one live stream I did.
Yep, and so that's pretty much what I got going on right now. I've got.
Can we get a close up? Can we get a close up of the monorail train?
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got to move my. Believe it or not, the camera is only like, I mean, literally, I can almost touch both at the same time, but the camera makes it look like it's so far away. And so, and then I'll show you guys how a lot of this works too. These open up. Let's see if I can do it without knocking everything over. Oh, that's why it doesn't have those. Okay, cool. So I thought I was going to be real cool, and I was going to add these. Let me see right here. These ones right here, and make it to finish the look. But if you do that, then this can't open. So those are not going to go there.
Yeah. Oh, so you also had that little vehicle.
Yep. And then there is another piece that's missing, and it's going to be a hard find. But this is supposed to be like another little vehicle that goes up in there, and then it's almost complete. But it needs to have one of these right in here in the cockpit, one of these right here to be like a little steering or control area. And then I don't know if I have another one of those around. I'm gonna have to find those. But I do have a bunch of 90s bulk in here, and then I have a bunch of 90s bulk right here. And all these are all just filled with 90s brick. And so
I like that rover is trying to be a space truck for the fact that it can carry those containers.
Yep. And then so this one, you put a fig up here, obviously, and then he controls it with his little things. I'm supposed to have another one of these hoses or whatever that go from here to here, but like I said, this set didn't have all the pieces when I bought it. That's one of the reasons I got it really cheap. And I've been trying to piece it all back together. But this comes out, and then it gives you the boxes, like I showed you a little bit ago.
Yeah.
And then
because I like the system that you can unload the container, the container from the monorail train, bring it down the elevator, and then load it onto the rover to take the container to the station.
Yeah,
and also the other station on the opposite end of that set, they include another one of those rack and pinion things where it transports the container from the monorail train directly into the station itself, and it moves the dome piece while doing so.
Yep, I know. You're exactly right. No, and it's pretty cool little setup. And
but for your city, you don't really need those stations.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll probably build something similar, one on each end, but it'll probably be very different, just so that way I can have it on my setup. And plus, you know me, I build everything like a mock. I build a mock version of it, where it's more of like a full version of what the actual Lego set came out with.
So perhaps, if you have the pieces for that station, maybe you might use the dome for somewhere in in Aquazone
Exactly.
or something.
Exactly. Just like I did the Aquazone mock, where I took the idea of the Neptune Discovery Lab and then I turned it into something that would actually be built underwater.
Yeah.
And I took a lot of key features from it.
Yeah, because I thought this would be just the opportune time for us to build stuff in our inventories. And that's what we've been able to do today, because as soon as because we were talking privately, and RC said that he had that to build, so I suggested do it while I'm building the space babies, and it all came together.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And would have been able to use these two sets to talk out of our assholes for the past 3 hours.
Yeah, and what's crazy is how fast it goes by.
It's crazy how fast things go by when you're enjoying a build.
Yep. So I have I'll show you guys what I'm working on right now. Is that I have this bin, and it's full of all 90s figs, and I've got all sorts of people put together, and so now I'm actually going to try and put some of the figs that is like this one right here. This is space fig, a couple other space figs, a couple yellow ones, a couple white ones, but supposedly this one was supposed to come with 2 blues and 3 yellows. So I'm going to try and put them together, see what we can find here.
Yeah. Life is asking about the gold greebling.
The gold what?
The gold greebling.
Assuming it's this thing. Is that what you're talking about there? And then this was like part of one of the space themes. I think this was Mars mission or Mission Mars or something like that.
Actually, that looks like an Explorians piece.
Yeah, there's a bottom to it too. I have it.
Or it might have been it might have been spaceport. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah. Anyway, we're just putting off the final touches for this build, and now the set is complete. Just so we were able to finish it before we wrap up this stream. So now I'm going to go full screen, so I can show what I've been doing. If I can get this right, let's go solo, so you can see all this good stuff. Gonna raise it up now. So start off with, I'm gonna call it the Alpha 1 rocket launch from 1978. Then you got the space Command Center from 1979. Then you got the Galaxy Explorer from 1980, and then you got this really big rover from 1983, I believe.
Very nice. That's a pretty nice GWP, man.
Yeah, which is why I was hyping it up, because it's so good. I believe they're not all in the same scale though, and so you get the blue and white space baby. So anyway, that's the set. It is
very nice.
Complete. It is complete. And now I can move on to other stuff on the screen tomorrow. And I can take my.
Well, I think that's a legit build. I can't complain, or I can't lie.
Yeah, I can't complain either. And we've gotten over 600 comments today. So thank you very much, guys.
That chat was going crazy for a while.
Yeah. And who did we have in today's chat? Let me go back and recap everyone who left a comment. So we had Rob Claxton, co-host, Team B, Cliff, Haley, Zissou, Seth, never too old for Lego. Matt, Johnny, Stud, Spammers, Contra, Clever Pig, The Brick is Life, Crimson, Grumpy J, Scott, Brick Lab Studios, Copper. Wait. Oh yeah, that was down later. Sorry, I apologize about that. Who else? Mikey.
J.
Hive. Oaktown. Three-quarters of the way down through the comments. Chopper. I think Chopper was the last person, was the last newbie, unless someone's commented just recently. Yeah, I think Chopper was the last newbie to come up in the chat. Yeah, that was everyone. So thank you all of you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm gonna set up the raid for Brick Hive, so you can go raid on over to Pure Rant Fury at the conclusion of this stream. Thank you for watching, guys. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Tomorrow we'll do a hangout stream. If you are in the Real Hoeg group chat or the Jungle group chat, I'll put out the invitation link.
Right on, right on.
And I'll be trying to build more of the Lego Ninjago City Gardens. And let me find the link. Let me find the link for Hive for Pure Rant Fury. There we are. And also, again, thank you everyone for 850 subscribers. I was hoping we would get that today because when I started this stream, we were only 2 subscribers short of 850. So thank you.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Congratulations again.
And exactly. Not sure what we'll do next week at the regularly scheduled time of 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, which is 11 a.m. Australian Eastern every Saturday. We'll think about that as I think about that. So more of that coming soon. Is there any final thoughts?
Nope. I had a great show with you guys. Actually made quite a bit of progress. I'm pretty impressed. I'm glad we did this. Thanks everybody that showed up. And then Brick is Life had one quick question. She said, "Wait, what is that gold thing?" I can't tell you for sure. Brick is Life. I know it's from one of the space sets, but it's like a gold hexagonal dome piece. I don't know. But yeah. Other than that, I had fun, man. Thank you guys.
Yeah, this was one of my most fun streams in a while because this set was awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next stream, and I will see you in the next video. Let's roll the credits. Bye, guys.
Later, guys.
Thank you for supporting Mayo Hosko Media. Your viewership is very important to us.
Tell YouTube you like us by smashing the like button. Let your thoughts be known in the comments down below. Never miss out on any more LEGO content from us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Stay tuned for live streams every Friday night at 9 PM Eastern in North America and monthly city updates on the last Wednesday or Thursday of every month. If you like Minecraft and gaming streams, follow us on Twitch, Mayo_Hosko, no capital letters. Twitch streams every Saturday morning at 8 AM Eastern in North America. To be in the know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at real_Mayo Hosko. Have fun with us on our Discord server. Friend us on Facebook and join the fan club group. For business inquiries, email us at mayohosko@gmail.com. For historical inquiries, check out our website. For special community perks, including behind the scenes, voting rights, and early access videos, become an investor today by pledging to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Watch this video recommended to you, or check out this playlist if you missed any previous videos of the same genre. This has been Mayo Hosko, and I am a fan of old LEGO. #A